So today we're going to make sponge and cranberry scones. First of all, turn the oven on at 450, get your ingredients together. We're using flour, sugar, milk, butter, and cranberries, baking powder and an orange. And then wash your hands. So now we've got all the ingredients together, the oven's on, we have a baking sheet all prepared, either floured and oiled or a bit of parchment paper, whichever your preferred method, and then we should start cooking, baking even. So the first thing I'm going to do is to get 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of flour, here, 2 level cups, and put in a sieve because I like to sieve my ingredients, like the flour, as I'm going along. I'm going to put 2 cups in there, and then I'm going to take out 2 tablespoons. Now I usually use self-raising flour, but today we're using just all-purpose flour, so I need quite a bit of baking powder. I need 1 tablespoon. Level that off, plus 2 teaspoons. Usually it's self-raising flour and just 1 teaspoon of baking powder, but as I said, doing this. And then we need 2 ounces or half a stick of butter. Right then, I'm just going to sieve this in. You can cut it. Right, we've got a half stick of butter. I also need a teaspoon, half a teaspoon of salt. Sometimes you forget an essential ingredient, eh? So here is half a teaspoon of salt. Just spread that around. Put down and cut up our butter. In there, so and then we just mix it together until it comes together and forms some breadcrumbs. This may take a while. Better if you've got some music on at this point. So now you can see it coming together. It's just so breadcrumbs, most of the flours mixed with the butter. Now we're going to add 2 tablespoons plus 1 teaspoon of sugar. Plus a teaspoon. And then half a cup of cranberries around, and are you still recording? Cranberries, and then we get an orange washed, and we're going to zest in a little bit of the skin. This isn't that necessary because most of it we're going to use the rest of the orange later, but it just gives it a nice little thing. Yeah, that's quite a big orange, so I don't really need to do that much of it. So that one, and we mix it around a bit, and then we make a well in the centre, and we get 4 to 5 fluid ounces of milk, and pour in most of it in there. It says 4 to 5, start off with about 4. And some of it, because it all depends on how humidity, etc. And then we get a knife and we just cut it all together, just an ordinary table knife. Cut all this, and this should come together quite nicely. If you need more milk, add it. My opinion is you can't have too much milk, so, well, if it's liquid then you've got too much milk, but I get to add some more milk to that, I think. Let the rest of that can go in. Added a bit more milk there right at the end just to bring it all together, but you should end up with dough that looks like this. And then we're going to get some more flour here over our surface. Plenty of flour, because this is going to be a very sticky dough. Sink. And then we're just going to roll it out. Just gently roll it out until it's about the thickness of your thumb. It's about 3/4 of an inch or so, but who's measuring? It's far easier to measure with your thumb. And then we get a cookie cutter. Glass, anything you've got round sitting in the kitchen, or any other shape you want really, and we just cut into shapes. This should make about 8. Okay. Well, as you can see, I got a bit more than 8. They're probably a bit thin, but that doesn't matter. And now we just brush them a little bit of milk over the top of each one, and then we will pop them in the oven for about 8 minutes. Then it can be a little longer when they start browning on top. I like to underbake slightly, so it keeps it kind of moist. Okay, we'll just put that in the oven. Okay, while that's in the oven, I'm going to make a little glaze here. I'm going to start off with about half a cup of icing sugar. Put that in, get the orange, half, take the front one, and just squeeze some in. We don't really need that much. Whisk it round. This can be quite thin, and I'll just leave it there to sit up for a bit. So now it's time to get them out of the oven. Here we are. All risen quite nicely. You see a couple of misshaped ones, that's because I sort of flattened them, didn't show you that bit. And now all we need to do, and I like to do this when they're still hot, even it straight out the oven, give it a couple of minutes, and just spread some glaze on. If you don't have one of these brushes, you can dip the scones into the icing sugar and orange juice, or you can spread it on with a knife or a spatula. It's entirely up to yourself. Easier if I just hold them and spread it. I'm quite liberal with this, but you can spread it as thick or as thin as you like. See, it's all running down the sides of some of them. That just makes everything a bit more tasty. And there we have it, orange and cranberry scones, and they smell delicious. Let me tell you that. And I think I should just try one. Lovely. Yeah, these really are delicious. Thank you for joining me today. Hopefully we'll do another one soon. Take care.